Manuel Barrera, meme. You can see it on the screen. It says meme. At least I can see it. Anyhow, I'm gonna try adding a little video every now and then, maybe every time. Who knows? Uh, I've been writing now for a little bit over 2 years. I haven't promoted this blog. I haven't had a reason to promote it, but slowly but surely the viewership is growing. This year, I'll probably have about 3,500 unique visitors and over 10,000 views. So that's not too bad. But if you've read some of what I write, it's a lot of opinions. Long time ago, I remember reading that opinions are like assholes. Everybody's entitled to one. Well, I have a lot of opinions, but only one asshole. So keep that in mind. Today, it's about ICE and HPD. Here in the city of Houston, it seems that crime is going down, but I'm not so sure that it is. I think that people are hesitant to report, or they just don't see a reason to report crime. Starting in 2024, there was a big scandal here in Houston regarding basically they were not assigning investigators to rape cases. So it wasn't just for the minor crimes, they were for major crimes, even when they had evidence that they could pursue. So based on what I read, and most of the time I try to research and what I write about, and what I found seems to indicate that if people don't trust the police, they're not as likely to report crime. And I think that's what's happening here in Houston. I know that the police department is claiming that they're doing such a great job. I don't know about that. First of all, most of what police do is try to solve crimes. Very seldom will they happen to be there when a crime is being committed. Not that it cannot happen. People win the lotto all the time. But I know that if HPD doesn't do something, start working and getting the confidence of the immigrant community, especially the people that have family that are here illegally, a lot of crime is not going to get reported. And that makes our city less safe. While the numbers may say that it's safer, that's not what's happening. Not too long ago, maybe 2 or 3 miles from where I live at, there was a murder, 2 murders, in fact. It was 2 hours before somebody called 911 to report it. And the captain of the police department wondered, why did they wait so long? Well, don't wonder so much. If you don't have the confidence of the people, if they think that if they call you, they or maybe some of their family members may be reported to ICE and get deported, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth the problem. So somehow this mayor, HPD, is going to have to figure out a way how to gain the confidence of, gracias, Gloria, the confidence of the police department. That was my wife telling our son that dinner was ready. But the city will get less safe. Back in the 70s, during the Joe Campos Torres, we had a similar situation. So it's not new. It doesn't take a genius. And I'm not claiming to be a genius, but it doesn't take a genius that if you don't have confidence in the police solving anything, or they will even attempt to solve anything, or that the family member can be deported, they're not going to call the police. Here in this neighborhood where I live in, I know that there are people that their cars could be broken in. They're not going to waste the time reporting that to the police department. As one of them told me several months ago, he says, "Why am I going to waste my time? Last time I reported it, they told me to wait. I lost a day's work before they came over to take a report, and they gave me a piece of paper, but they haven't returned my tools." So when it happened again, he didn't bother to call the police, and he probably won't ever call the police again. So I hope the city realizes that they're going to have to do something a little different than what they're doing. You know, John Whitmire, I don't have much confidence in him, and anybody that's read anything that I've written knows that he's way over his head, in my opinion. And it wouldn't be so bad. Find smart people. Surround yourself with smart people and let them delegate all of that to them. So anyhow, that's enough talking. I don't even like talking. Bye.